you? Advance Happy New Year to you all. And pardon me earlier for my weak signal. My internet is weak, so I have to redo it again. Hopefully, I am live right now. I wish. Okay. So, this is the series of our boxing um, stories, okay, or trivia or stories. Okay, especially for the greatness and legacy of Naoya Inoue and also Terence Crawford. Why? Because the boxing world right now is debating on uh, who between the two, Naoya Inoue and Terence Crawford, should be or must be the number one pound for pound best fighter in the world. Okay? So, as the title says, rating supremacy. Naoya Inoue versus Terence Crawford. Okay? So, bago ang lahat sa mga Pilipino nanonood, magandang gabi, magandang araw, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, saan man kayo sa mundo. Okay? To all, blessings. Okay? And I hope everyone is doing well and enjoying with your families. Okay? Have fun. Okay? Especially during this Yuletide season. Okay? Alright. Without waiting more, let's get it on. So, as you and I know that Terence Crawford and Naoya Inoue are on the top 1 and 2 pound for pound in all the boxing websites or boxing uh, books or boxing organizations. Alright? And because of that, we have to determine, we have to check, we have to analyze, we have to examine their abilities, their capabilities, their strengths, their weaknesses, if they have. Okay, and of course their legacy, their career. Which of them, which of them, Naoya Inoue and Terence Crawford, uh, is better or greater when it comes to accomplishments, when it comes to career, and also their characteristics or attributes or abilities inside the ring. Okay? Alright. First, we'll talk about Terence Crawford. Okay, as you all know, he is already 35 years old. Okay? 35 years old and almost 36 right now. He's almost 36. He is a three division world champion, lightweight, lineal champion, undisputed in 140 pounds division and undisputed in 147 pounds. Okay, division, Terence Crawford. So, 3 division, world champion, 2 division, undisputed champion. 30 years old. I'm sorry, 36 years old for Terence. Now, for Naoya Inoue, he is 30 years old, 5 years younger than Terence Crawford, 4 division champion, 2 division undisputed champion. Okay? Terence Crawford did his 2 undisputed division champion inside 5 years and 11 months. Okay? For Terence Crawford, 5 years and 11 months. For Naoya Inoue, he did it inside 12 months and 13 days or 378 days. Okay? And Terence Crawford is the first uh, male fighter to become a two division undisputed champion. Okay? While Naoya Inoue is the first super bantamweight undisputed champion. Okay? And also, Naoya Inoue is the fastest two division world champion because he did it inside 12 months and 13 days or 378 days, while Terence Crawford did it in 5 years and 11 months. Okay, so now we'll go on to the, aside from, we'll not talk their opponents. Okay, oh. Now we'll go to their abilities inside the ring, okay? Their attributes inside the ring, their characteristics inside the ring, okay? Meaning their strengths and if they have weaknesses also, okay? All right. Okay, where are we going first? So first we'll go to as earlier I've said that we have to check in depth, okay? We have to evaluate, we have to analyze in depth their abilities, no? Their attributes to rate, okay? To rate, to grade their supremacy, their legacy between the two. Who has better, who has greater, okay? So now, first, we'll go to their power punching ability. Who has or who is more powerful when it comes to the impact of the punches? Is it Crawford or Inoue? As you can see in the boxing record, BoxRec, the knockout ratio of Inoue is 84%. 84? Yes, 84. Please correct me if I'm wrong, if it's not 88. While Terence Crawford has 77%. Okay? So, now, so 84% compared to 88% knockout ratio. Because if you remember, Naoya Inoue, 26 wins. Out of 26 fights, 23 by knockouts. And of his 26 fights, 21 of those are world title. Okay? 21 of those are world title fights. And out of these 21 world title fights, 19 of those are knockouts. So that's why his knockout ratio in the history of boxing, okay, remember this, in the history of boxing, Naoya Inoue has the highest knockout ratio when it comes to world title fights. World title fights. 21 wins, world title fights, and 19 of those are via knockouts. The highest knockout ratio in boxing history. World title fights. Okay? Now, so for power, the impact of punches, the winner is Inoue. Now let's go to speed. When it comes to hand speed and foot speed, who is the quicker of them? There is no doubt that when these two fighters fighting, against their opponents, Naoya Inoue is faster. Faster in hands and faster in their feet. Naoya Inoue wins when it comes to speed against their opponents. So power, Inoue. Speed, Inoue. Okay? Right. Now next. But they are not, remember they are not in very high on gap, Just example, Naoya Inoue is A+, Terence Crawford is A minus. Like that. Okay? Not that A and then C or A and then no. So just A plus and then A minus. Okay? So speed, Inoue is A plus. Crawford is A minus. Power, Inoue is A plus. Crawford is A minus. Okay, now let's go to the skills or the tactics. The tactics inside the ring. When they are fighting inside the ring, I would give this rate to a little bit to, how to think of it, a little bit to Crawford. Okay, when it comes to tactics. So, because most of the time, because tactics and defense are all correlated. The tactics and defense are correlated. And also their adaptability. When Terence Crawford on a fighting mode, attack mode, full-blown attack mode, he is seldom to get hit. But still he get hit. Example, his fight against Caballeros and his fight against Gamboa. He got hit. Terence Crawford got hit. Okay? What's the Crawford versus Caballeros and Crawford versus Gamboa? When Crawford is on his full-blown attack mode, he got hit also. That's why in tactics, I would give him that edge. So A plus for him. That's why it is also correlated with adaptability, because in part of the tactics, Terence Crawford is a switch banger or a switcher. This is one of the abilities of Terence Crawford that is above than Inoue, because he's a switch banger or a switcher. He can fight in orthodox and also he is able to fight in southpaw style, right-handed style and left-handed style. So A plus for Crawford, A minus for Inoue. Okay, now let's move on to defense. As I've said earlier, the tactics is correlated with the defense and the adaptability. Both of them, Naoya Inoue and Terence Crawford, they get hit. They get hit back from their opponent when they are on a full-blown attack mode. Okay? So I would say they are tie when it comes to defense. They got hit. If Naoya Inoue got hit by Tapales and Donaire, same with Crawford. He got hit by Gamboa and he got hit by Caballeros. Okay? Those are very obvious that he got hit. He really got hit. And not just hit, but he was hurt. Terence Crawford was hurt against Caballeros and against Gamboa. Okay? So, both of them are tie on that category. Now, let's go to the finishing. You know, the finishing, the killer instinct. Both of them are, I would say, has a destroyer, has a killer instinct, okay? Both of them. But because of their knockout ratio, that's a factual, okay? Based on records, we are talking here about numbers, okay? Numbers, figures. The knockout ratio of Naoya Inoue is higher. That's why Naoya Inoue has 84% knockout ratio. Okay, while Crawford has 77% knockout ratio. Imagine the world title fights. Okay, world title fights of Naoya Inoue. 21 world title fights and 19 of those are knockouts. The highest in boxing history. Okay? Naoya Inoue has the highest knockout ratio in a world title fights. Again, in a world title fights, knockout ratio. So, when it comes to the finishing instinct, the killer instinct, I give it to NOAYA Inoue. Not just he's a destroyer, a very destructive fighter, but he finishes his opponents as quick as he can, as quick and as brutal as he can. He did not waste his energy and time just to play his opponent, but he really destroyed his opponent and finished his opponent quickly. No enjoyment whatsoever. No wasting of time, no wasting of energy. That's how precise and mission the focus of his mission is to kill, not just kill per se, but to destroy the opponent and to finish the opponent quick as he can. All right? So for that, the finishing, the killer instinct, I gave it to NOAYA Inoue. Now the quality of their oppositions, of their opponents. As we all know, uh, we can argue or debate about who has better qualities of opponents. For NOAYA Inoue, there is one a surefire Hall of Famer opponent, and that is the great Nonito Donaire Jr. There is no doubt, Nonito Donaire Jr. is a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, a legend, surefire first ballot Hall of Famer. Okay? Remember, even though he got knocked out by um, what to say this, Naoya Inoue, he was able to still win a championship title. That's how great Nonito Donaire. While Terence Crawford, his greatest name under his resume is Errol Spence. Errol Spence, a 3 title belt holder. Now, if we compare Errol Spence and Nonito Donaire, the critics or the boxing analyst would say that, oh, Nonito Donaire was 37 years old when they fought. Okay. Okay, let's say 37 years old. But he was a world champion before he fought Naoya Inoue. He was winning. He has big wins. Okay, under his belt, he was a world champion. He beat the man. That's why he got that belt by a knockout. Okay, even at his age, while while this is a big question mark for Errol Spence Jr. because he was after the fatal vehicular accident. That's one. His body and mind already are broken. His Errol Spence Jr. was mentally and physically broken due to that fatal vehicular accident. And the second one is the retouched retina. Remember, Manny Pacquiao should be scheduled to fight Errol Spence, but due to the detached retina of Errol Spence and it was called off. Okay, he canceled the fight and Pacquiao fought Eugenio Ugas instead. Alright, remember that. So now you have a comparison between Nonito Donaire, the opponent that Naoya Inoue beat, and Errol Spence Jr. that Terence Crawford beat. Now let's say another opponent of Inoue is Stephen Fulton, undefeated, a skilled boxer, a pure boxer, skilled, talented, undefeated, unified champion. And for Terence Crawford was Gamboa. Yoriorkis Gamboa. If you can compare their talents, Yoriorkis Gamboa and Stephen Fulton, are both of them were prime when they fought NOAYA Inoue and Terence Crawford? Are they still on their peak of their prime? I would say Stephen Fulton was at very, very peak prime when he fought NOAYA Inoue compared to Yoriorkis Gamboa who fought Terence Crawford and gave a hard fight. Though Terence Crawford beat, of course, knocked out Gamboa, but Gamboa hurting, give a hard fight against Terence Crawford. Alright? So, there you have it. Okay? And of course, the accomplishment, as I've said earlier, Naoya Inoue has greater or better accomplishment. 4 division world champion, 2 division undisputed champion inside 378 days or 12 months and 13 days. While Terence Crawford did 3 division world champion, 2 division undisputed champion, but he did it in 5 months and 5 years instead and 11 months. So now, you have to analyze and evaluate which of them, Naoya Inoue or Terence Crawford, has a better or greater career or legacy. So, once you are done analyzing and evaluating those, you can make a debate or discussions with other people, and if you want to write your comment below, please do so. And if you have any questions, please do so, and I will try my best to answer all your questions. Again, thank you for watching, and Happy New Year to you all in advance. Blessings, and until next time. Hua.